Hello, hello, welcome. This is part 3 of my color along out of Summer Scenes by Teresa Goodridge. Again, this is a freebie page in her Facebook group or by Dover if you are interested in getting it and following along or just getting it for yourself. So part 1 we did the building, 2 we did skies and trees and the ground. So this time we're just going to kind of fill in some details here. I'm not fully decided on what I want to do with my roof yet, so I might leave that, but we're going to get some blue put in here to start with. So I'm going to pull light aqua, and that's because I think I'm also going to do an orange and blue feel for my beach bar itself. So over here on the water, I'm actually going to pull in a little. Okay, that's better. I'm going to put a light layer of this light aqua. So you can decide how low you want your water to go, but I'm following this line that's put right here. I'm also doing a light aqua color because I'm not going to put my sunset colors in the water because I feel like that would make it look like one big sunset. So I'm just going to make it look a little greener, like the yellow is shining on the blue, making green. In general, my theory is oceans and seas, Caribbean type things are more of a turquoise and aqua because they're out in the bright sun. Lakes, ponds, rivers, they're a little darker blue. They're not as deep. They have a lot more trees and things around them like that. My theory when coloring anyways. Okay, so my next color is aquamarine, and again I'm just going to make the back a little darker, like it's darker toward the back and lighter toward the shore. And this little bit of detail, even though this water doesn't have a whole lot of detail to it, it just kind of helps bring it together. And then I'm going to take my cobalt turquoise, which, there it is, and I'm just going to do the very back. And then this little line out from the boat. Then I'm going to take permanent blue, and not everywhere. Okay, and then I'm going to blend that all together with my white pencil. So I'm going to start with my lightest colors. I am going to try to blend with the back and forth motion. In these smaller sections it is trickier to do that, but and I'm going to blend, 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 and we should get a nice water looking feel to things here. So if there's anywhere you don't like, you can go back and kind of, I'm going to put a touch of darker right there because it's like a big like spot in the water. Create a little shadow with it. Okay, so now we got that nice turquoise color in. So because I haven't fully decided on my roof color, putting these other colors in will kind of bring color in around it, and so when I get to the end it will be more clear to me what color, if I should go a more reddish color, if I should go a coolish color. So that's just kind of what I'm working on, is filling in the little things. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take, that is terracotta, that is not the one I want, Tuscan red, and I'm going to go the inside of this and the outside, inside and outside. They put the highlight there for me, so I am working off the highlight they put on. And you can make whatever red and white you want. I'm just kind of going by off where it looks to me anyways. Okay, my next color is Crimson Lake. And I'm just going over that Tuscan red I put down. Make sure I'm on camera here. getting rid of all the white. Okay, and then I'm going to take a brighter red, where it be poppy red, crimson red, scarlet lake, any of those. I'm going to fill in, and actually that's not as bright as I want, so I'm going to fix that real quick. Crimson red was not bright enough, so this is scarlet red. This is like a tomato red. There's the contrast I'm looking for. Okay, if you have any harsh lines, take the red, whatever red you used before this one, and go back over it and just kind of smooth them out, and they should come right out. And leave nice little highlights there. I'm going to leave the white alone for a minute because I will probably do those with gel pen as well as the highlight. I'm going to erase a little of my red off of them. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is, let's get some red over here. So I'm going to take that scarlet red, which was the lightest red I used over here, and I'm going to add it to this table. I'm going to have a red beach table. So my chair is also going to be red. Whoa, caught my water. Don't be like me. Okay. Then I'm going to take that next darkest red again, and I'm going to do the edge so that you can tell the chair from the table. And the back of the chair. Okay. Also going to take my burnt ochre and put my boards in so that I know where those are. I will come back and add some dark umber and things to those. And then we can see a section I missed when I did my sky. So we'll fill that in. So then I will take my dark umber, like I said, and just quickly put those details in. I see a couple white spots down there. All right. There is where we are. So I'm also going to do my grill. I haven't decided on what color I want to do the beach bar, but I want to do this grill and red because I feel like that makes sense to me. I'm still debating on whether I want to do my beach bar blues or yellows or both. So I'm just going to fill this in. That for now. This is my Tuscan red, and it's just to add a little shadow on the inside of my letters. I do plan on doing these letters some kind of blend. I just haven't decided what kind of blend. Our looks a little dark. Okay, I gotta put those back in the cup because those go to my flowers. So down here on the ground, I'm going to take a gray, maybe a couple different grays. And so I have a warm gray and a cold gray. I kind of want a darker gray. Okay, so this is 70% cool gray. And I'm going to come down here, and then on a couple of these rocks, I'm not going to color the whole rock with this. And I'm not going to do them all gray, or at least this gray. I will probably have a few brown ones in here. Just randomly selecting. And then I will alternate the grays I blend that with so they look, each one has its own tone. Okay, forgot one right here, add a little one right here. So just kind of randomly adding grays to bring this ground out. Now on these bigger rocks, I am going to take my darkest, which is 70% cool gray. Now you could make this outline section she has up there. Let's see with hers. You could make them highlights, so you can make them lighter color. I might do a little green and add moss to my rocks because we are by the beach. So at first, I'm just going to base with this color. And get it on here. And I got like that one. Let's fix that. I'm gonna fix this. This highlight should not have been colored. I'm gonna make that one green so it doesn't blend in with the other rock. Okay. So I'm going to color this part. Okay, I'm gonna leave those like that, and I'm going to grab my marine green. And again, if you want these lighter colors, go for it. I just am adding a little green to bring in everything else here. Okay. Again, a light layer because I'm adding more, always adding more. I'm going to take a little bit of sandbar brown. Kind of get that. And I'm going to add a lighter color, so again, not filling it all in. Just getting it on there. This is my warm gray. Starting to fill in around the rock with. Start building in my shadows so we can tell our rocks apart here. Okay. You can add a lighter green. I'm going to add a lime peel to mine if I can find where I set mine a minute ago. Oh, one more. Getting cramped here. Okay. So now I am pressing a little bit harder, blending all those mossy greens in together. I get a little on the gray, I'm not too worried about it. It would hide the black lines anyway. Whoosh. Okay, had to find my pencil. Sorry about the wiggle. This is Putty Beige. And this is just going to blend everything together. So circular motions where you can. Make this rock lighter toward the top. And then I'm going to come back with that warm gray. If you want to add a little browns, you can do that. If you wanted this part to be moss and this part to be rock, you can swap them around. Or you can make them highlights, like whatever, whichever. I just want to bring some green into my page here. I still think adding a tiny dot of apple green just to bring a little bit brighter of a green in, so it goes with my trees a little better. And then, where's my... I have too many projects going, pencils everywhere. This is Prussian. Just making this spot over here a little darker. So that it looks like it's going downhill a little, shadowed a little. Okay, so there are my rocks. Now to bring in my green in this section, I'm going to take the Prussian green. I'm going to do the shadows of the grass with it. So the bottoms of it and the ones that are behind. And then also this stem. And I'm going to sharpen this a little. So you can put these lines in after if you want, or you can do them first, whichever look you like. Kind of like the blended look. Pardon the noise in the background. Got a little in my sand, so I'm going to fix that up a little bit. It'll be hidden when I put my shadows of my dirt in anyway, but and then I will do that to all three of these. So I just color my base of my leaf darker and my tips lighter. Get them all filled in. Do the same with these ones over here. So I'm going to quickly mark it so I don't forget, and then I can do that one off camera. And same with this grass over here. Sorry, I have kiddos in the background getting noisy. It's like the longest half hour of their lives when I have to record when they're home. and the green right here behind my sign. And I am just kind of making it jagged so that it does, when I color it up, I will pull that dark green up and it will have a nice grassy feel. After I get my browns put in here, I can come back and kind of do the flick technique and give that a more realistic look that it's going up over the wood. But if I do that first, it's going to smear green on my boards and I don't want that, so I'm just going to color them in for the moment and get some green on here. And we will see where I skipped a big section of sand with my sand color. So then we're going to go ahead and shade our sand and get our ground put in. That's like the next biggest thing on here. I'm going to grab my goldenrod, pardon the noise, and my dark brown, also pardon the noise. So my dark brown I put in everywhere there were shadows. So under this sign, under these bigger looking rocks, I'm not necessarily worried about the pebbles because they probably wouldn't leave too big of shadow anyway. But under these rocks, right here, right around this grass, and under this little lip here, under the tire of the bike, or the, I don't even remember what they're called, Vespa, scooter, whatever you want to call it. You can shadow around this grass if you want it to stand out a little better. Okay, so then anywhere we put our dark brown, we're going to come in with our goldenrod. Oh, I'm also going to go darker up here by the water because I'm going to add white lines to that. So to me, this is going to be a little muddier where the the shore is, and then it's going to blend out to lighter when it gets up to dry sand. So that's just a nice little touch I like to put in when I do water, is muddy at the shore, blend it out to dry sand. Now I'm also trying to battle this table and chairs here, so I'm going to guess where the lines are for that. And then if you want to pick where the table legs and stuff are, you can do that too. So I will probably, I think this is a table leg right here. This one's kind of tricky. And again, she has it done in the back, but I'm just going to kind of, now I'll come back and shade those. But at least it has some legs now. So after the dark, we'll come in with this. Okay. So again, I don't want it to look like mud everywhere, so I'm not going to do a whole lot of dark brown and goldenrod everywhere. But I do want to give this ground a little bit of life. It's looking a little boring. And I don't want to just color it one color, because this is, if you look at it, this is about half the page. So half of, you know, what our audience is looking at is our ground. So we do want to give it some attention, give it a little life, little character. You don't necessarily have to go for realism if that's not your thing, but we do want to add some colors to it. And you know, you don't have to do the shadows and things, but maybe use a different color, couple different color browns or what have you, just so it does have some life. So right here we have a pretty big open spot. I'm just going to dirty it up. So anywhere that's too big without any, I'm going to grab a little bit of burnt ochre and I'm going to do the same. Was a little too squiggly. I want to be able to blend it in. I am not pressing hard at all. At all. Just holding way up high on my pencil, because the higher you hold on your pencil, the lighter your touch will be. And just kind of adding a little of that around. If you are happy with how that looks, your next step will be to start at your goldenrod and blend, blend, blend. You can use Gamsol on a Q-tip for the large areas. I'm going to fill more of these rocks in, so I will probably do a couple this color. This is my burnt ochre. Again, I don't want them to all be the same. We're at the beach, so you know, if you could do purple ones or whatever. Okay, I don't want to do goldenrod. I just thought of that because goldenrod is going to blend in. So here is a burnt umber, if I could remember my words here. And I will do these off camera. I just kind of wanted to show you the effect using grays and browns together gives for the pebbles. And then I think I'm even going to probably pull a couple French grays. Maybe this ginger root right here will give a nice beachy feel. Not so much with our brown, I don't think, but so get a couple gingers in here. And then, like I said, we will just blend this ground up. And it should come to life. Now I am going to have to come back over, like I said, and do these pebbles because it's not going to look right with all my little pebbles not colored. But I'm going to pull an orange and kind of add to these burnt ochre ones because they're looking a little blah too. Just want to make sure I have a fair amount of burnt ochre in with all these other colors. So that will be our sky. That little bit of shadow underneath them just kind of helps them lift up so that they don't look so flat. We're adding a little bit of dimension to things. Again, just kind of darkening up, blending up some of my areas here. I will finish these rocks off camera. Quickly, I can do this little scooter. I'm gonna do, well, I want to do him blue because he is off to the side here. So this is indigo blue, and I'm gonna go all around him, his little shape here. Fuzzy edge for blending. I'm gonna do his handlebar blue. Okay, then I'm going to take denim blue. I'm gonna blend inwards. Okay, and then I'm going to take a very light blue, which I think mine is tiny, and in the bottom of this cup. It's like number 919, and I will have to look the color up because my name wore off, so. I just know my color because of its size now. Okay. And then I will kind of come back and touch up a little with the indigo. And then the rest will be headlights and all that good stuff. So some yellows and the black tire. I am going to make my little boat out here red. Remember to leave those together because they're for another project. I'll lose those pencils if I don't get that project done. Okay, for our summer specials sign, I'm going to pull some Inconics, so I will have to do that one on the next, along with our surfboard. I think I'm going to do this guy red, so my red comes all the way through. All right, so there we are. We will have one more part to go. I will have my roof colors, my flag colors. We will get this little section all taken care of, and that will be that. Questions, comments, requests, anything like that, please let me know. Sorry for the wiggle. And I hope to see you for part 4. Thanks for watching. Bye.